Now I have applied the connector tabs on each half, and we're gonna glue it together like this. Alright, we're gonna connect. Be sure you have to align these two parts. Align them very carefully. You can make use of other extra tools to help you glue these parts. I got these small clothespin, so it will allow you to, while you hold on one end, you work on the other one. You can let it dry like this. Okay, but the important thing is to keep the seam well glued. Okay. And this is just regular glue that we're using, regular Elmer's glue. It's a water-based glue. You just have to apply just not too much. And right now we're gonna turn it on its back, and we're going to press hard on the seam line. So, all right. Now, this model has these access ports on the front. When you compare the model that I did, the colored version paper, you don't have to do this, because printing on metallic paper is not the same as printing on regular cardstock. These portholes, these access ports, have so much detail that it will be hard to do it on metallic surface. That's why these parts are glued on cardstock, and they are going to be glued on these holes. But for that, we will need to apply a covering. We will need to cover each hole like this, and then on the front we will glue its corresponding oval. Alright, so let's continue. I'm going to now proceed and close both segments of the body together. Okay, I have applied the glue, and now I'm going to start connecting both ends, both edges. There. Again, you can make use of a little clamp, or in this case a clothespin, to hold one end there while you work on the other end here. That way we gain time. Now you don't have to be worried about this seam line. This will be covered by the wing structure. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna let this dry, and we're going to do the same with the upper portion. Have it here. I'm going to apply glue on this segment. Alright, and let's close this. Be very careful aligning. We're gonna get another clothespin there. Okay. And now we're gonna let this dry. Now I'm going to proceed to glue the seam line further. I'm putting my hand here inside the tube and pressing the seam line. Alright, this is a perfect cylinder. This is ready. We're going to do the same with the other segment. We're going to turn it this way. Good. All right. There will be now the need to put the formers inside to keep the shape. All right. Now we're going to proceed to cover these holes with this part. Each rectangular part has to be curved and glued, covering that hole. So let's do this. Simple as that. From the inside. All right, there it is. We're gonna do that on all three holes, and then at the end you just have to glue this part there on top. All right, that's for the portholes. So pretty straightforward. We have two body sections. Now we're going to put the formers inside and then connect both halves of the body, just as what we did with the original paper colored version of the model. Okay. Now we're going to proceed putting the formers. Pretty much you have to follow what I indicated, what's the depth that each former has to go. This is the upper segment, and there's about 30 centimeters, which is about almost like an inch down. So you can measure it. What's the approximate depth? In this case, it will be like around that second line. The second line. On this line here is where we're gonna be putting glue, so we can put the first former. We're gonna apply glue on that. All right. We have applied glue. The former is done, and this is the way to insert. Let me move the camera. Just insert this former, push it down, and try reaching that second line as a reference here. You can come from under. Just to have it even. It's important to have this former even at the same level in order to keep the shape. All right, much better. Very good shape. We're going to do the same thing with the bottom part. We already have covered these holes, so I don't have to worry about that. At the end, I will add the portholes on top. So I'm going to apply glue. The same thing is about the same distance, 30 centimeters, about an inch. We're going to apply glue on this second line here. All right, ready? I'm going to put the former now. Very good. A little bit here. Good. Perfect. So both formers have been put into this segment. So this is done. To work on the bottom portion of the body, remember we're going to put the engine section here, and before that we will need to put the engine wall from this page. So we will cut that and we will glue it on the inside here on this area, and then after that is when we will be applying the former that will go on top of where the wall finishes and ends. All right, we'll do that.